So, as a sort of film nerd, I feel like my watch list is just getting longer and longer. And then when I am in the mood to watch a film, I spend hours searching, deciding what I actually want to watch. And by the time I do decide, I end up not wanting to watch anything at all. To combat that, I'm starting a series. I shuffle my Letterboxd watch list and watch the first film that comes up. Now, this isn't really going to be me getting through my watch list until we hit 0, because I will still be adding things to my watch list, don't get me wrong, but at least we'll get through it faster. Let's do exactly that, shall we? If you didn't know, there is a feature on Letterboxd where if you go to your watch list, you can click the 3 little lines in the top corner, click sort by, and then click shuffle, click the tick, and then it will shuffle for you. Okay, it looks like we're watching The Fall Guy. I actually don't know much about this. The only reason I put this in my watch list is because Ryan Gosling's in it. I think that's reason enough. So let's watch it, shall we?
I was feeling festive, so I had a snowball. Did anyone else's parents give this to them while they were young? And a pistachio tiramisu. Oh my god, it was delicious.
So that was fun. I went into that movie not knowing what it was about at all. Like I said, I only put that on my watch list because Ryan Gosling was in it. Let me tell you about the plot. Ryan Gosling is playing a stuntman for Aaron Taylor-Johnson, which I didn't realise he was in this film. It's not fair to have those two men on my screen at the same time. I didn't even realise that they look basically identical until Ryan Gosling has been run over by a car, been hit by a car, and he's on the ground. I was like, is that Aaron Taylor-Johnson? And it wasn't. It was still Ryan Gosling. And I was like, wow, the casting of this is incredible, because how did I never put those two together? But they look so similar. It's crazy. Ryan Gosling's character is also in some sort of fling with Emily Blunt's character, who is a camerawoman on the set. After he has his accident, though, he decides to basically retire from being a stuntman, and he ghosts everyone, basically, including his love interest. Fast forward a year, I think, and he gets a call from his former employer telling him to come back and saying that Emily Blunt's character had asked for him. I'm sorry, as soon as I finish a movie, the characters' names are completely out of my head. You'll have to excuse me. So he goes back, and then chaos ensues from there. I don't want to get any spoilers, so that's all I will say. Now into my review. Any Ryan Gosling movie I watch, I just think he's so charming, and like he has chemistry with absolutely everyone. I will say him and Emily Blunt sort of were a bit awkward together in some scenes, but I think that worked because they're meant to be sort of, they haven't seen each other in a year, he hasn't explained himself to her, so it just worked. There's this one scene though where he like adjusts her hat on her head because he's blowing away. I loved that scene. It was so sweet. He's always just charming, and I think he might just like improvise a lot because that's just him, but it might also be in the script and he's just a good actor. I think both, probably. I will say I feel like the soundtrack was too big. Like there was too many well-known songs, too many big songs, and everything else going on was already massive, so it just felt a bit too much for me, but that's just my personal opinion. I will also say soundtrack wise, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, okay? All too well playing over like flashbacks and everything, it cringed me out. It just, and he was crying, and like, I just, no. I think this was fun. I think if you want a movie you can put in the background, this is great. You don't have to pay too much attention to it. And I also think it's a great take on an action comedy because we're focusing on a stuntman, which, what do you have in an action movie all the time? Stuntman. We give this a 3.5.